Question?
I have it. Oh no, I didn't bring it.
Yeah. So the question is what Acro Yoga is about. And it always depends on the practitioner, the person that's teaching, the person that's doing it, right? So for myself, what it is really getting people conscious and aware of who they are, what's going on with them. Their whole focus in their daily living, is bringing what they learned here and bringing it out to the world. So ideally, you want to get people conscious and aware, but you want to progress things slowly and simply so that they don't freak out. If we look at the end movement is really beautiful. It's flowy, it's playful, but we want to start it off from a beginning, a progression, where you're at home. You're at home in your body. You have like a point of ease. There's comfort there. So we'll do like, say for instance, if we want to get into, understanding first and foremost, partnership between two people. That what you're going to be doing is basically playing with other people. So for instance, Basia comes over, come on. And the first and foremost thing is, I don't know who Basia is, I have no clue. But we start to move. And we start to play. And we start to understand our non-verbal. Because I don't really have to talk, but I can follow and I can mirror her movements. And so we have a body language that's brought about. And a playfulness. And then we can walk in and go from forehead to forehead. And we can grow together. So we've come from two movements that are similar but different in each other's bodies, and then we come together and we start to play and feel each other out. There's counter pressure going on between our foreheads, and there's intelligence in our bodies, and a wisdom, a dialogue that's played just through the movement. And then we can just get crazy and start to have fun. We can go shoulder to shoulder, and we can freeze, and then we can go foot to foot, touch foot. We go back of the head to back of the head, woo, and try to find our balance together. And so that's what we're looking at, is how can we become conscious through movement, and then bring it to the world around us. One hand. And so it's a dance. And then we get into more of the Acro Yoga play. So here I am. We start to feel counter pressure. I can draw my leg up. She can move with me. And we're just focusing on each other and feeling things out with our own movements. And then slowly we start to come to the mat. And she eases me down, and I trust, and we trust together. Now she's already done this before. But here we are, there's something that has totally changed, because now we moved into dynamic play, into sharing, into something that's very much a component of trust. And then of course there's all the principles, right? You can use foundation, alignment, breath. So I can hear her breathing and breathe with her. Deep breath in. And then on the exhale, we start to come into Acro Yoga twists. And we start to feel out balance points, alignment points, how we can soften in the poses. Because really what we want is day in, day out, we end up being very hard and rigorous on our bodies, and we want softness. And deep breath in. And exhale, she unwinds. And then we can get into a little bit of mobilization, some spinal stuff, or some muscular massaging, and thinking about totally being relaxed in our bodies. Bring your hands to your elbows. And we also talk about communication. That's a directive approach to communicating. I say, bring your hands to your elbows, and she has to be spatially aware and know, where are my elbows? What do I have to do? Has to listen to the dialogue that plays out. So there's a whole bunch of nonverbal and verbal dialogues playing themselves out, always coming back to the point of ease. So we bring Acro Yoga out there and share it for the people in community. And at the same time, we also bring it to our yoga practice, 2 breaths. When you're upside down, having no clue where you are in space and time, your body starts to tell you things that you're not accustomed to listening to. So Take my hands. Here we are. Deep breath in all the way up to birdie. And we start to also form a language together. You can call this birdie, you can call it a planche, you can call it whatever you like. But it's a language that we develop. And then exhale, give me your hands. And she comes up. And she's very trusting, as you can see. And helps me back up. And there we are. Voila. The star is born.